All right, gang, quick mod. This is dummy stupid. I've been meaning to do this a long time. Shout out to my boy Adam Bauer for showing me this power strip. So I just picked this bad boy up. We're gonna wire it into the V pin because I want a one button power down, and I'm gonna show you how that works without having to soft shut down and then use an additional switch to fully shut down. All right, here we are, unboxed. All we're gonna do is plug the PC into the control outlet, and then the remainder of the arcade power is going to be plugged into the switch controlled outlets. That's it. When you soft shut down your PC and then it goes to no signal on the screen, you normally have to flip a switch underneath to shut the arcade down. In this case, when you have the arcade plugged into this and the PC plugged into this, when you soft shut down the PC, by default, it will turn off these outlets and the arcade will shut down. And when you hit the soft shutdown button or the power button to turn it back on, this will detect that PC has turned on, and then it will activate those after it has booted, and the machine will boot up all together in one. I'm gonna show you how to do it real quick. You can do this mod probably in less than an hour, maybe even less than that. Let's fucking lose. First things first, unplug your main power cable from the back. Make sure you leave the power on up there. Second, make sure the power is turned on the front of the cabinet as if you were turning your machine on up there, and go ahead and leave those things that way. All right, you can see the PC is wired in right here into the main controls of the cabinet. This is just a standard PC power cable. You can see the PC is already switched on. So when you hit that soft shutdown button inside the coin door, it essentially will shut down the PC, but it still leaves the power on. And then when you switch the machine back on, it turns the unit back on. But in order to bypass that, we're gonna get our own PC cable right here. So we're gonna unplug this one, plug in a new PC cable, and we're gonna let this power cable we'll stuff it back in there for now, and then we'll move over to the door. So looking at the backside of the switch here, this cable right here is the main power source for your arcade. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this plug into the power strip inside. You can see I've got a power cable pigtail here. And all you're gonna do is pull these off, put these in accordingly. I'll show you which color goes where, and then this gets plugged into the power strip. Then once we head back over to this side, this will be plugged into the PC, and this will get plugged in to the green spots on the power strip. And then last but not least, I'm going to cut the actual plug off the end of this cable, splice on some connectors, and we're going to plug it onto the back side of this so that your main power from the back is feeding the power strip, and you are good to go. It's that simple. Let's get it done. Okay, got the plug cut off. We have our connectors crimped on. Let's head over here. I have taken the power cable out of these little clamps, and then what we did is pigtail on the end. So I got a plug pigtailed on the connectors, whoops. And they just plug right in to the connectors that were already on it, that were already plugged into the switch. We pull them off, we plug them in there. You can see that the plug black goes to the blue, white goes to the brown, and then green goes to green and white because that's ground. And then this plugs into the power strip. So let's go ahead and get it plugged in. All right, power strip wired in, plugged in to the back side of the door. You can see we just snugged it in right here, so it's sitting right behind the PC. Just be careful to make sure nothing comes unplugged. And then this is your main arcade power that we now have spliced into the power plug, and that is plugged into a green socket. And the last thing we need to do is take a PC power cable, plug it in there, and plug it into the white socket right there, and then we'll fire it up. Okay, finally all set up. I went ahead and just used these clamps to go ahead and keep the wire cable management nice and neat. We have our PC cable plugged in right here. Follow that around, plugged into white, and then our main arcade cable that we spliced in, plugged into green. Everything's set to go. I'm gonna power this bitch up right now, and we're gonna run a test. All right, gang, fully powered up, looking beautiful. Everything buttoned up. You can see I have the main power cable plugged back in just the way God intended it. Both power switches will remain on. So let's go ahead and sneak in the coin door. right in here, you can see that little power button. So all we're gonna do when we wanna shut this thing off is to hit that. So let's hit it once. And there we go. You can see it's soft shutting down the PC there. And then once it's done, the unit should just shut off. Anytime now. Boom. One button, shutdown. This is the way God intended it. This is the way my Megacade has always ran. This is such a stupid, cheap fix. The power strip is like 17 bucks. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link for that below. So let's go ahead and power it up. Same way it would work if you hit the switch underneath, but now we're just gonna go ahead and hit the power button right in the coin door. And here we go. Just give it a second to boot. And here we are, up and running.
Well, our scoreboard is back on, thanks to Adam Bauer, who just arrived out here over the weekend, and it didn't take him very long.
I would highly recommend it. And the best part about it is, if you wanted to take it out in the future, you didn't make any cuts of any cables inside of your table. The only cut you made was on the power cable to the actual power strip itself, and you are good. I hope this helps you guys out. I'll be doing this on my racing cabs behind. And yeah, anyway, listen, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all the shit. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.